So, as I said, the topic is critical thinking as a tool for future. The topic could have been also something else, but critical thinking skill is one of the fundamental skills to enable us being also in the future forerunners in the development. As Dr. Saha earlier today well pointed out, we are now building the future's education, and we can't build it on any technology of today, because as we all know, technology is going really fast. As I said, Finland is globally well known not only for quality of education. We are ranked top in many global rankings, such as high-level innovation capacity, sustainability, equality index, and so on. And why we are such? Because we have a very good education system. So any of what we are today would not have been possible without quality education from early childhood on. And it was asked me today why the education system is such, why our education system or how it differs from Indian one, for example. And I said that we start very late. We go to school when we are 7, preschool at 6, but it's not compulsory. And it means that it gives the children space for developing their own imagination. We also try to raise our children very independent. We trust them. If we ask them to do something, we trust that they can do. We only help if they need something. And all of this comes also to artificial intelligence, which is more or less a discussion or topic of each and every seminar nowadays. Understanding artificial intelligence as a phenomenon and its impact on learning, society and the environment should be ensured during the education path from the beginning. From this slide, I would like to raise kind of only the first point. All teachers in Finland are educated academically in pedagogy. Everybody has 5-year master's degree from the university. So they are very highly skilled to develop and test pedagogy and pedagogical tools in practice in their own work. And therefore, all the teaching methods are evidence-based, because we are developing all the time the whole education system. And this is a starting point for all education, including media skills, digital learning environments, and learning how to become a member of a digital society. Critical thinking, problem solving, and self-confidence with independent thinking are very much supported. I'll skip that. I have quite many slides, but they are there so that if anybody needs, you can ask from the organizers and look at them later on. While new technologies can benefit learning in many ways, it's recognized that they need to be used in a pedagogically meaningful way to be effective. So that's why teaching media literacy, for example, is very important for the future. Critically evaluating and applying information received from various media sources is a vital skill in our modern societies. And it's only becoming more important as technology continues to evolve. Finland has placed first in the Media Literacy Index since it was first published 2017. The index ranks European countries according to their resilience potential to disinformation. And this is getting more and more important today when the world is in a pretty strange situation nowadays. Media literacy means understanding media representation, analyzing messages and their sources and credibility, understanding underlying biases, interests and motivations, and creating media for communication. Media literacy is needed to critically analyze and digest information and to build views based on evidence. It's also a key tool in combating hate speech and disinformation. And we teach these skills at school. And to be able to be good in media literacy, you need to be good in literacy. Of course, good reading comprehension contributes to the interpretation and assessment of the information generated by artificial intelligence. So that's why basic skills are very important at school. You can't just start to use technology. What is then artificial intelligence literacy? The term artificial intelligence literacy generally refers to the skills that individuals need in order to understand, utilize, and critically assess technologies and their impacts. Understanding of the operating principles of artificial intelligence. If we don't have critical thinking skills, we might just believe everything that we get from artificial intelligence. Ability to use and apply, ability to assess, and ability to use artificial intelligence ethically and responsibly. And all these, of course, needs that teachers have the skills to teach these. In Finland, we have started the new literacies program 2020. And it is from early childhood education to secondary and third level as well. And it has different targets to different age groups. I have only taken here for vocational upper secondary education, so special attention is paid to work-related media competencies. And in upper secondary education, multiliteracy highlights the importance of abilities to interpret and to produce different media. And I would say that our school children starts to be very good in this already. So they have good abilities to critically analyze what different media are producing. And in Finland, there is a variety of support materials for media education for free available for everybody. Then I'll skip something and speak about skills for the future. Finland's strengths in here in high education level, a healthy work-life balance and flexibility on the education system, making it possible to rapidly adapt to new technologies. And that is very important. We were discussing before starting this session that we can't think that now when we have internet and computers and artificial intelligence and all, that it's going to be forever. No, it's not. Because after 5 years, we don't know what there is. But we have to be ready to all the time develop ourselves and make our students ready to develop themselves. As the world changes, educational systems must evolve to continue providing citizens with the skills needed in the future. And in the end, I would like to, of course, market Finland also as a higher education destination. We are investing in education quite a lot. Finland is investing in its universities and other institutions of higher learning. By 2030, Finland plans to invest 4% of GDP in research and development. And I know that India's target is 2%, and that's also a huge development from 0.6% today. And what is important when thinking about artificial intelligence and our society is that open universities in Finland providing free courses on artificial intelligence for everybody. And in the end, just like in the 1800, when we started to develop our education, and beginning of 1900s and after world wars, the best way to achieve sustainable economic growth and well-being is in the future is to mobilize everyone's competence and talents. And this is the reason why in Finland we only have government schools and why we have developed our school system such heavily, because we need to mobilize everybody's competence and talents. So thank you. I would be happy to discuss more about these issues if you wish to, so you can see my email address in this slide. Some extra information now when nobody is saying that I have to stop already. So, so I wanted to show something about our education system. And what is very, very important in our pedagogy is positivity. Positivity makes students shine and to believe in themselves and their individual strengths. So we try to give positive feedback, and even if students do something not so nice, we try to attach the issue in encouraging way. We respect our students and we recognize their unique strengths and learning styles. And that is something, well, for example, that when I'm talking, I also have slides so that you can look at something. That's one way of thinking about learning styles. Every student deserves to learn in a way that suits them best. And it's the teacher's role to support this journey. And that's quite a difficult task for teachers. Positive feedback fuels motivation, which makes every success a student achieves an important step forward. And same works very well in working life as well. Only through positive feedback we can get more results. Well, next time we can discuss about self-direction and management skills and how we are teaching them from the beginning. Some other important cornerstones of our pedagogy, and this is definitely the last slide. So we are using lots of nature, forests and farms, offering hands-on learning, and which fosters creativity, innovation and better concentration. Self-management skills, how to increase creativity, self-control, responsibility, problem-solving skills, and so on, is very, very important. And we are using in Finland a lot of group working and project-based learning, and also self-assessment. Not only teachers' assessment, but lots of self and make goals for themselves and trying to reach them and evaluate themselves how they have done. Well, but this is very shortly some issues about Finnish education, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the day. And I really hope that you contact us at the embassy and we can discuss more about education and pedagogy. Thank you.